Tonight, it's the Nat.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Pickett will try to throw for this. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0.
Menu narration option is set to off. Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown. for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead. Go for 2. They did. They're in control.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off of play action. Tagovailoa gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT. 2 to throw again. Looking end zone. But it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive. Thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he can't find a receiver. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just...
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Sanders' kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So we had the touchdown and 2-point conversion to start the game. At least they're able to come back and get 3 on the board for their opening drive.
Yeah, and most coaches will always say, just give me something on the opening drive. Anything you can put up on the board, you feel better about things. And in this case, I like the fact that they resisted the urge to try and match them big because just get the points on the board. You're okay, even though they put 8 on you to begin with.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So 2 successful. Two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 40. At the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to lob it in there. But it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now a second down. Throw for the end zone. But it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags. So let's sort this out. So that will wipe the 6 off the scoreboard.
And you talk about dampening a celebration. That's a touchdown pass that's going to be called back because of the penalty.
Pickett now on 1st down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Forced out to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pickett to throw on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett being chased out left. And he's brought down. Nothing open. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Now Pickett. He'll bison, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. It's complete, and they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversion. He is into the end zone for the score. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And going deep for Hill. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do.
And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And incomplete. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ballgame. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Tua now on 1st down. Out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tua going to try and throw for it. And draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Pickett back to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out, and the Dolphins get a bit closer. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it. They were so worried about a punch up the gut or a quick pass inside, they didn't take away an easy run by the QB. Doesn't bring them all the way back, but a good scramble there to erase 2 more points from that deficit.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off play action, Pickett. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this in complete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. Here's Pickett. This throw in complete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
He's got this to Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Back to throw, Pickett. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. Second quarter down to the scoreboard, you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pickett. Dances by him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points. legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Looking to throw, Pickett rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Steps away to his fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and this is picked up.